Welcome back to Success with Steven. My name is Steven Smith. On this channel, we discuss all things financial literacy. It's been around 5 months since I made a video like this, but today we're back with 5 new credit cards that guarantee your starting limit before you apply. Now, this is important because most people apply for credit cards without knowing if they'll be approved, what limit they'll receive, or if the card is even worth the hard inquiry. But with these cards that I'm covering today, you'll be able to see the offer first, review the estimated credit limit, and then you'll decide if you actually want to move forward with that credit card. I'm also going to break down the data points that you should pay attention to before you apply. So before you waste another hard inquiry on a card that gives you a low limit or denies you completely, make sure that you watch this entire video. And without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, before you apply for any credit card, even one that shows you your starting limit first, you still need to understand the type of data points that you need to get approved. Just because a card gives you the ability to see your limit before you fully accept the offer doesn't mean you'll automatically be approved. Based on the data points that I've seen, you usually want to have a credit score around a 680 or higher. Each of these cards will start with the soft pull to show you the offer, but once you accept the card, they will be doing a hard pull, and the hard pull for each of these cards will come from Experian. You also want to pay attention to your recent inquiries because having too many hard inquiries in the last 6 months can hurt your chances. Another major factor is utilization. Now, I had mine around 5% at the time of application, but ideally you want to be around 10%. Like, that's a good spot. It doesn't have to be 5. That can make your profile look very strong before you apply. You also want to make sure that you don't have any derogatory marks on your credit report. That means no collections, no charge-offs, no late payments, or any other negative items, because those can affect whether or not you get approved or how high your starting limit can actually be. And for these particular credit cards, I was given limits that range from $6,250 all the way up to $25,000. And that's why before you start applying for any of these cards, you want to make sure your credit profile is actually ready. That's also where Rising can come in. If you're working on your credit, Rising is an all-in-one credit repair platform that gives you access to your credit reports and your scores. It also shows you what may be hurting your credit, and it helps you take action with tools like custom dispute templates and bureau response tracking. I like to look at Rising as a 90-day credit improvement system. You get a personalized game plan, score tracking, goal tracking, education, and guidance on products like secure credit cards and secure credit builder loans. Rising also includes up to 24 months of rental and utility trade lines that can back report payment history. So that means you can add positive on-time payments up to 2 years of account age to your credit profile. So before you start applying for credit cards, especially cards where you want to see strong starting limits, use Rising if you need to clean up your profile. That way you can track your progress and also build a better foundation. Right now, you can access your credit report through Rising's $1 7-day trial. You can use the link in the description. There will also be a clickable link on screen. Now, with all of that said, let's check out these credit cards. Currently, we are on built.com/card. This will be the first 3 credit cards that we're looking at for today. So if you view the cards here, we have the Built Blue card with no annual fee, the Built Obsidian card with a $95 annual fee, and the Built Palladium card with a $495 annual fee. Now, all 3 of these cards include a sign-up bonus. With the Built Blue card, it's $100 of Built Cash as a sign-up bonus. It's $200 with the Built Obsidian card, and then it's going to be $300 with the Built Palladium card. You can also get a sign-up bonus of 50,000 Built points in gold status after you spend $4,000 on purchases, excluding rent or mortgage payments in the first 90 days. All of these cards offer great rewards, but the main draw is that you can pay your rent or your mortgage payments with this credit card. Now, with the Built 2.0 overhaul, a lot of stuff changed. If you guys want a detailed breakdown of each of these cards, let me know in the comments below. I'd be more than happy to do that. But let's actually look at the Built Palladium card. This is the card that I applied for, and I was approved for a $19,000 limit. Now, when you first apply for this card, you will be asked to enter your phone number or your email address. After you enter your phone number or your email, you'll be asked to enter the email, your first name, your last name, your date of birth, and your number should populate if you already use that. Then depending on the card that you're applying for, you'll be asked to enter the design that you would like, and then you'll click on continue. Now from here, it'll let you know you can check your eligibility with no impact to your credit score. You'll enter your monthly housing payment, your source of income, and then your annual income. And last, you'll enter the last 4 of your social. Now this information will be blocked out for my privacy, but it will have your legal name, your date of birth, your phone number, your current address, everything else here, and then you'll click on continue. Now when you do that, you can review the terms and see if you're eligible for the card with no credit check. At this point, I would remove the freeze from Experian, okay? If you don't, there's a chance that you might get denied. And with this card, if you're denied, it's kind of hard for you to actually reapply within the same 30-day time frame. You'd have to wait a month and then try again. So be very careful with that. Make sure you entered all the correct information, that way you can be verified. Now, unfortunately with this one, I didn't screenshot the offer at the time and I already declined it. So when I tried to pull it back up already, I know it won't show me the offer anymore because it'll say that I have an existing application. However, it was for $19,000. Currently, we are on coinbase.com/credit card, and we are looking at the Coinbase One card. Now with this card, you can earn up to 4% Bitcoin back on every single purchase. For this card, in order for you to apply, you will have to download the Coinbase app, so you'll want to scan the QR code that you see on screen. But let's take a look at some more benefits. There's no annual fee with the Coinbase One card, although you do need to have a subscription. There is no foreign transaction fees, and like I said, you can see if you're approved with no impact to your credit score. There's also 0 trading fees on the first $500 per month in trades. You also get 3.50% unlimited USDC rewards. You also get 5% more staking rewards on Ethereum or Solana and other eligible assets, as well as a $120 transaction credit on Base. So fortunately for this one, it's still available on the app. So I can go right to the credit card right here, one, and then it says application approved and accept your offer by July the 7th to start earning Bitcoin back today. And then if I review offer, then it's the same exact thing here on the screen that it's showing here on the screen here. So join Coinbase One, get your card today, $25,000 for the credit limit at a 25.49% APR. And then you have to have the Coinbase One Basic, which is $49.99 per year. So in actuality, even though it says there's no annual fee, pretty much you have to pay the $50 in order to get this card. I did have to unfreeze my Experian credit report, and I recommend that you do the same thing if you want to see your offer for this card. Now for our final card, we are on academy.com, and this card is going to be 2 different types of cards. There is a MasterCard and there is also a regular store card. Now with the MasterCard, it can be used anywhere that MasterCard is accepted. You also get $30 off of your first purchase from Academy. You also get 5% off purchases at Academy, 2% back in rewards on all purchases outside of Academy, which is actually kind of nice, and a $50 reward after $500 of spend outside Academy within 90 days of account opening. So this card really seems like very random unless you actually shop at Academy, but you know, if you do, you might be interested in this particular card. And you'll see the option on screen that says right here, check if you pre-qualify. And this card is going to be backed by Bread Financial. You would click on continue, you would enter your email and some other information, and then you can see what you pre-qualify with this credit card. Now I had the screenshot for this one. I qualified for $6,250. Now this is a card that I probably would never use, but again, it's nice to know that you have some options where you can see your limit before you apply and take that hard inquiry. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you pre-qualified for any of these credit cards, then drop your data points and drop your limits in the comments below. I would love to hear exactly what offers everyone received. If you guys would love a standalone video for any of these credit cards, then please let me know in the comments below as well. I'm thinking about doing one for the Coinbase card. I'm highly considering keeping that card. I just want to see. I have until July, so I can take my time and decide whether or not I want to affect my account age with that card. $25,000 is a nice limit, and I would like to receive some rewards in Bitcoin. I think that's pretty great. Let me know which one of these cards are your favorite in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching, and you guys have a wonderful day.